Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That's how we do it. Welcome back to Survival Stories 3. I hope you're doing good. I just saw... Oh, is this a blitz? Please be a blitz. Oh, it is a blitz! How lucky is that? I just literally logged on to the server. I usually don't record during rain because I don't like it. But I just logged onto the server and I jumped out here and I saw this guy and I was like, I don't think that's a blitz. But it was. So that's amazing. We need that to bring you back to speed. Last episode, we were working with the player ducts, item viaducts things. And I'm going to put him in here for now. Thank you guys so much for the love in that episode. There was a lot of love. There was like more than usual. You guys really seem to like it. You like the tunnel, so that is great. That is a great news. Quartz, where do we go? There. A lot of you also saw that I made a boo-boo or a mistake. I made a derp where I was thinking to myself that, oh, it's amazing. We can triple the quartz in the alloy smelter, but that's not the case, as a lot of you pointed out. I was just smelting up 3 quartz at the same time, so that was a big derp. But apart from that, we did pretty good. I did a little bit more. Let's go down here. One of the things that I asked in the last episode, was whether or not to keep the walls stone organic. Yeah? So whether or not to keep these stone organic. And almost everybody said, please do the metal plating or whatever it is. And so I did. I've exchanged all of the way where the tunnel is. I've also extended the tunnel a little bit. And I've exchanged it like so. And I agree. I think it looks really good. Did I have... I brought some more here. I didn't want to do too much because I'm going to have to blow this out with TNT anyway. I also manually went in and I chopped up some stone here and there. And I also went and I exchanged the dirt. So it looks a little bit more clean. And I really like the look of this tunnel. Now, someone said something that intrigued me. And you know what? I forgot. I forgot one thing that we should bring. Someone was saying there was actually quite a few different suggestions as to how we should run these tubes. There was one suggestion that I really enjoyed. But I think we'll go with the tunnel instead since we've started it. But someone said, please run the tubes underneath the minecart track. I didn't think about that. We could have done that. That would have been clever. But I didn't think about it. So for now, there may be sections where we can do that. I think that would fit really good. The issue we were having is that these are blue. They're a little bit too blue for our things. But yeah, someone else said that they love the tunnel, but please try and make it a little bit more overgrown and look worn down. And I like that idea. And I'm thinking leaves. And you guys know when Iskal is thinking leaves, he goes a little bit cray-cray. I want to see what happens if we just kind of like in spots. And this is also good because this adds a bright color when we're flying around in this. And I don't want to have it everywhere. I want to have it at places. Maybe we even go like this. It's completely like overgrown. Oh, I like that already. These are fancy leaves. Basically just chiseled oak leaves. And you get these options. I think you can chisel all the leaves. I wanted to also try... Oh, I can't chisel them back. Dang it. Are you kidding me? I wanted to try the regular leaves, but I guess we'll try a few of these as well. I don't know if that's suiting. I wanted to mix in regular oak leaves. Hold on. Can we... Let's just do a little bit more of these, and then I'll go and get oak leaves, I guess. One more thing that we can do to make it look even more overgrown, since we're in modded, is to use... carpenter blocks. So we could go and we could do something like this. I don't know if the texture though will stick. No, it won't. But let's just like we could do that as well to help it out. I wonder if we can put these columns. I don't think we could. It looks like that. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like that. But yeah, we could definitely do that in places. It doesn't bother me too much that the texture doesn't connect because it's gonna not be very visible behind that leaf block anyway, I feel. And yeah, there are definitely a few things. I really like this idea. There are certainly some blocks that we could use as well and mix up the stone with, like a little bit of moss stone perhaps. make it look a little bit more overgrown and like not so sought after, because there wouldn't be maintenance going on down here. I suppose they wouldn't be wanting us to go down and check this out. Ooh, I like this feeling. Right, so I placed some more leaves and stuff, and I mixed in some oak leaves. Now, because of the biome, the oak leaves look very yellowish. And when I placed them first, I was like, ugh, it's disgusting. But I kind of think it works. It looks alright. I think it looks good even. I also thought that we could try some moving parts. Ooh, I placed some grass here as well, by the way. I did some grass on the floor. Don't know if I love that though, but it's kind of cool, giving a little bit of an extra feeling. But yeah, some moving parts would help this out even more. What we want is basically, hello skeleton. We want differentiation as we kind of travel through it, is the plan. So maybe, ooh, I don't know. Let's try over here. Boop, boop, boop. It doesn't make fully sense that we have fans because it's very moisturized here now with the leaves and the moss. But that's one idea. And then also maybe throwing some vines, someone suggested. Maybe a vine there. That's going to grow down. Could have a vine here. And this is just to kind of, we have a pretty straight tunnel. Now we're breaking it up. This may be a little bit too much though now that I look at it. I'll see what you guys say. I think that it's pretty cool anyway. I kind of like it. Oh yeah, Joe, I think it was, suggested that we'd have some water as well, or some sewage stuff dripping down somewhere. So maybe we'd have, not sure how we do this, but we could possibly have like a thing that drops down here. Just see how that looks. Yeah, so as you go, you kind of get that feeling. May want to have another block here. Should give us a source block as well in the middle, hopefully. Hello? Why can't I pick up the middle block now? That's strange. Okay, let's just see how that looks then. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We can make it even better if we kind of shape this a little bit. I'm terrible with water, by the way. I'm so bad with placing water, and I'm so jealous of the Minecraft players who are good at placing waterfalls. But yeah, that just all of a sudden adds a tint of blue. Now obviously we'd have to have the tunnel a little bit longer. I did do a little bit of moss over here, and I brought these moss balls. Maybe we can just go ahead and try do this. Oh, cobblestone. Oh, I see. I see how you are. That's fine then. Let's skip that. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's take a little bit of a ride. I really love doing tunnels in this game. As for the top part here, someone was pointing out that it looked terrible. Like when we go down. So I started to dig that out, and we're absolutely going to apply the same kind of style as we dive into it. Oh baby, that looks great. I love that. I like that very much. It may be a little bit too much. But if so, we can always change it back. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for the likes and that on this project. It's a project that will be ongoing. I will continue to do it off camera as I collect this EnderIO thingamajiggy. Another thing that was mentioned in the last episode in the comment field was that we are too messy. It's like way too messy at the moment. And I think that was in regards of, first of all, that it is very messy. Like, look at this. We got freaking birch trees growing in the valley. I didn't plant them. Them Grove Spring small little guys did. But yeah, I totally agree. It is too messy at the moment. And hello, server, wake up. Thank you. So we need to address that. And I think we could spend 3 episodes, possibly, on doing infrastructure and getting things more technical, getting this ore facility finished, and not focus too much on the building. I don't know if I'm going to be motivated to do 3 episodes in a row though, so we'll do like a mini-series. But I was thinking today we could start that, because I didn't want to continue working on the tunnel just just yet because I'm out of viaducts. So, what to do? I'm thinking the first infrastructure thing would be proper power, which is very boring. So I'm going to make the first infrastructure thing applied Energistics. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fix our item system. Because once I have applied Energistics, my head is so much easier on like finding out how to do stuff and finding my items and stuff. Let's first, we have to find out what we got to do. And I think we have all of these. It looks like it actually, because I've been opening up the meteors. To start this mod, I'm going to do this a little bit tutorial wise, but then again, I've done this a few times already in different series. So it's probably like if you're brand new to Applied Energistics, it may be better for you to watch a fully blown tutorial. But I'm going to try my best to explain how this works. The absolute first thing you need to do is to make sure that you have all of these presses. There are 4 of them. Engineering, calculation, logic, and silicon. And then what we need to create, if I remember correctly, is an inscriber. And an inscriber requires a fluix crystal. And we want to click on the thing that's this thing here. Fluix crystal. Drop 1 charged Certus quartz plus 1 nether quartz plus redstone dust into a puddle next to one another. And wait a moment. They've changed the text of that. I'm pretty sure that we should just take that and drop it into water. So we'll grab that. I'm actually going to make like 6 maybe. That should yield 12. Oh, I only have 4 of these though. Hold on, we can fix that. Here's how you do nether quartz, by the way. You put it in a sag mill. Much better. If anyone else told you something else or told you that I said something else in the past, they are lying. Okay? Don't believe them. Anyway, we need a puddle of water as well. And I just put the buckets away. Where did I put them? This is what I mean. I can't find them. So I'm just going to go ahead and make 1 new bucket. And let's see if this is the way it was before. It's basically an in-game crafting system, which I kind of enjoy. A few mods do that, and I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so, oops, did I flood anything? Please. Let's just do 1 block of water, and if this works the way it worked, you just do that and that and that. That should start. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Boop. Aha, unnatural. We be unnatural. So that's how we craft the fluix crystals. Now, later down the line, there is a much better way of doing it, and we have an add-on to Applied Energistics that's going to make this so much easier. But now we should be able to make the inscribers. We're going to need some sticky pistons, and I'm probably going to go ahead. Let's have a look. There is an add-on, as I said, that has a better inscriber. AE2 stuff. Yeah, ideally we want this thing, but to make that we need these engineering processors. So maybe I'm gonna go ahead and make 1 of these, because I know that this advanced inscriber is much better. So I'll make 1 of these, and then we'll make the diamond presses, the diamond processors, and then we can upgrade it into this thing immediately instead of fiddling around, because it's a little bit weird, and I always I always derp up when I make these. Alright, boop boop. There we go. This thing needs power as well. I think I'm just going to plop him here for now because I don't have power. Now we want to make the diamond ones, and we need a diamond and the engineering, and then we need the silicon. Oops. Excuse me. Hello. We need the silicon and the silicon press. So silicon you get from pulverizing sand, which I've done quite a bit of. And diamonds, well, you know, we traded with the guys and we can no longer trade with the guys, so now we just have to go out in the world and find them. Put that in there and a silicon in there, and that should yield. Please have power. Am I out of power? I'm out of power. There was a reason why I should have done the power first. Maybe to get this going, we could just do... Do I have any generators? I should have some generators. There we go. I have a survivalist generator that's actually full, it seems. Yeah. So we'll use that to make this. This just to keep or to get us going here. And we'll put a diamond in, and we'll put the we'll put the engineering press in first, and then the diamond in. Now to automate these is very tricky. And that's why we want this advanced one, because that's so much easier. We're gonna need another set. So let's put that in there again, and then we're gonna need to do the Silicon one. Was there anything else we needed? 2 hoppers and some iron. That's fine. Poop. Silicon. Let's grab some hoppers. We're crafting on camera without applied Energistics. This is going to be so much nicer when we have A2. In Sweden today, while I do this, I could tell you that I just got home from work and sun is just about to set completely for the day. In Sweden today, ooh, we need to put them together as well. We need redstone for that. In Sweden today, it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous outside. And I don't know about you guys, but like, I'm not a winter person at all. Specifically because I'm not a, specifically because I'm Swedish, and in Sweden in winter, it's completely dark most of the time. So it's very depressing. You know, as a Minecraft player, you would think, well, you can just sit inside and play Minecraft. And that's true. I do that, but I do that in summer as well. And in summer, there's at least light and bright outside. So, but today it really feels like spring just knocked on the door and said, hello, I'm going to move in. And that's such a good feeling. I just want to tell you that. I hope that you get spring as well, wherever you are. It's like 12, 13 degrees outside as well, so it's really nice. Okay, so the advanced inscriber looks the same, but it's much easier later for automation. So now we have that. Looks kind of plain and boring. Now the next thing we want to make is probably an ME drive, and for that we're going to need 2 more of these diamond processors. So we may just as well, come on guy, may just as well start that process up. That was the engineering. Probably going to run out of diamonds here, so I don't have a lot, so I may need to go mining, but that's fine. Haven't been mining for a while. Ooh, is this gonna, did you eat my diamond thing? It's almost like it doesn't get power. Let's try this then. Oh, it doesn't accept that power. Huh. That may be a flaw. Doesn't accept RF. The original applied Energistics stuff always accepts RF, but there is another power source that's called AE. So maybe we need cables. Maybe we need to do some what's it called? An energy. Hold on, let me find it. This thing here, energy acceptor. And we need quartz glass for that, which is Certus quartz and glass. Okay, try and make one of them then. Didn't plan for that. Alright, so let's try this. Energy acceptor there. We'll do cable like that. Now do you work? Okay. That's a flaw, AE2 stuff. We should send them a message and tell them to accept RF. But yeah, what else did we need? We're making the ME drive. We need those 2, then we need cables, which you make from quartz fiber. This is basically ground down either nether quartz, or you can also grind down the Certus quartz. Since I have more Certus quartz, I'm probably going to go ahead and grind that down to get these. So we need the cables. Then, that's the ME drive. We also need some storage units to actually store our items on. And we're going to be trying to make the 4K ones. There's a 1K one, 4K, 16, 64, and that's it. And the difference is that they can each hold 63 different types of items, but the first one can only hold 1,000 of that item, while the 64K one can hold 65,000 of that item. As you can see here, bytes used. Every item is a byte. I usually find these to be sufficient for long term. We could even just go with the 1K ones, to be honest. That way, these are pretty expensive, as you will see. So maybe we'll go with a few 1K ones. We need to craft that up. These are made from the gold processor. Yeah, and some other stuff. And so ME drive and storage cells. Then I'm also going to need a terminal. And I'm going to want a crafting terminal, which is this. So we need these. We need that. And we need some of these. A lot of stuff, basically. Now, our first ME network doesn't need a controller, but since we kind of want to upgrade our system as soon as possible, we may want to make one of these. To make these, we need a pure fluix crystal. And that's a little bit more long-term, or takes a little bit longer time to do in the beginning. So maybe we start that process, and then I go ahead and craft these things off a camera, so that you don't have to sit and wait. So what we want to do then is let's pulverize 4 of these. Actually, let's pulverize more, so we can make these easily. There we go. And we want to mix them with sand. And then we want to, again, grab some water. I should really just do a little water hole there, because there are mobs outside. Since we updated to 1.1.0, the mob spawning has been working much better. And I want to know, if you guys are playing survival stories yourself, have you had issues with mob spawning prior to this update? If so, do let me know. Okay, these seeds are going to sit in there, and they're slowly going to cook. I think it takes like 15 minutes or something like that. They're not going to despawn though, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to let them sit there, and hopefully we can make an ME controller in the end of this thing. But an ME drive and some storage units and the terminal is what we need desperately, and some cables as well to connect it all up. Alright, the crafting is going well, but I need these fluic seeds that we started to grow, and this is like, what, 10 minutes later, and it's 2%. Really bad, and I need the blue ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft up something here that I recommend. We're gonna do this thing, Crystal Growth Chamber. Again, this is from the add-on mod, and hopefully we're gonna need 6 of those. What am I missing? Quartz glass. I do have quartz glass. What is the matter with you? Oh, we don't have iron. Whenever you can't autocraft something, it's either an unstackable item or you don't actually have the stuff. Nice. So we're gonna need 6 of those, and then 1 chest, 1 cable, and a hopper. We can do this. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I picked out 9. Like that. And aha. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up here as well to our hobbyist applied energistic thing. Now this thing is amazing. If this takes like half an hour, I have no idea what it takes. Now check this out. If we stick it in here, look at that. That's how you grow them. And I'm gonna need these Certus quartz, the blue ones, in order to make the processors, the calculation processor, which we need to make the monitor. Applied Energistics, it's a long process to get started with, but I do recommend it. I'm a little bit worried though, because it's going to require power, and I don't have power. Like my machines are out of power. I have a power generator, but I don't think I have any gelorium. If we do, I can just start it up. No, we don't. Maybe we will take a little bit of a trip-see. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's go for a little trip, because I have crafted up a lot of stuff that we're going to need here. But do I have anything in this? I do, but it's just junk. So let's put that in there. Let's take a little trip over to Rendog. I haven't been there ever, like on camera, I don't think. So let's go over to his place, and hopefully he may have some Yulorium laying around. There's no one online, otherwise I would just ask people. Look at this place. The spaceship thing. Oh, it's beautiful. Looks bigger in his videos though. I'm surely missing something. Aha. Aha. Oh, Rendog. You are sneaky, stealing my XP. Okay, I just saw some chests down here. Let's see if he has some Gelorium. Please, Rendog, have Gelorium. By the way, this is way more unorganized than I have. I'm proud of myself. Oh, look at this. We found another place. Maybe in here. Oh, I see. I see. He has a secret room for ingots. Any Yulorium here, please? Any? This is like browsing a food store. Never finding what we want. He's been mining. He must surely have some Yulorium. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna snag 5 stacks. I'm gonna pay him back. Don't hate, okay? I'm gonna pay him back. I'm sure that he would allow me to take some, because he doesn't use big reactors quite yet, to my knowledge. So I'm just gonna snag some stacks to get our power situation going again, and craft up the last things as well. How on earth do I get out of here, though? In here? Yes. These are now finished, so that's good. I did realize something here as well. We could maybe make something out of these cyanide ingots. These are the waste that we get from big reactors, and you can turn these back into power useful ingot. So maybe we want to do that as well today, if there is a time. Okay, now we have that, so I need to take that, and where is my... Here it is. Boop. Plop that there. Plop that in there. And then I think we're gonna have all the pieces. I need a piece of redstone. There's a lot of like keeping track in my head when crafting these things. But yeah, I think that's and boop. That's gonna give us that piece, and then we need a crafting table, which should be fine. Oh no, I need to make this as well. That's okay though. Do I have any more pulverized quartz? Alright, pray to whoever you believe in, the scallion, that this works. Dang it! Oh wait, we need to do this first. Aha. And then we upgrade it from there. And thank you, inventory, for being such a freaking mess. There we go. A much bigger table. Sweet. Alright, so I think we have all of the stuff. If we can just clear out some of these junk pieces. To set up a very basic applied energistic or ME system. Now, I need to do some wiring and stuff. I think, for now, what we can do, let's do something half ugly. I'm gonna go ahead and place this ME drive in the floor right here. Actually, I don't want it like that. Come here, you. No. Can't I place? I'm pretty sure. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna place it like that for now. And please, items of inventory and mess, get out of my inventory, please, for a second. I'm gonna need those though. Okay, so this is gonna act as our server rack. We're gonna go ahead and put the 1K ME storage cells in there. I made 5 of them for now. I think we're gonna need a few more if we want to move over our system to this system. Then we need power to this thing, and we could just grab it immediately from this cable. This is immediately from the reactor, but I do have a battery down there, so that should be fine. I always like to have batteries or some kind of storage for power and not take it directly out of the output. But the ME system is the most important thing, that it's always powered. Oh, and I see you won't connect either. Okay, so let's grab our energy acceptor and put you there. That should give this power. Yeah, that lit up. And then what I want to do is just something simple like... Again, we're going to redesign this. I just want to get my my items sorted. Like that. This is going to be our axis. Now, as long as we don't have an ME controller, we only have an ME drive, we can only use 8 channels. We're not going to get into channels quite yet, so I think we're good as we have it here. We may want to make that a little bit nicer, and we can easily do something like... Let's select a block. Let's do one of these maybe. Factory block. And I believe, how is it we do these? No. Cover facade. Oh, it's like that. Okay, and we need this thing. Okay. Here we go. Boop. And then we can take this and we can kind of cover this up. Just make it look a little bit more bearable at the moment. So now we have our applied energistics table there. We can go ahead and cover up the floor again, so I don't fall down. And there we go. This is an applied energistics system, ladies and gentlemen. We can go ahead and put stuff in here. Shift click them in, or just put them in like that. And this is now getting stored on this thing here. Now, there are a lot of things that makes this so good. Like we can search energy. And imagine when I have all my stuff in here. I think though, that I do want to make the last, if I can. What was I missing? I think I just ran out of power. I think I want to make the last 1K storage units as well, and then I can start emptying my chests and maybe making this a little bit nicer as well. Okay, so I think I ran out of this. Yeah, and I needed to pulverize more quartz. That was probably the issue. It may actually be dangerous to use all of our search quartz for this, but how many do we get? Oh, just 1. Oh, okay. That's bad. We may want to start using regular quartz actually to pulverize it down. Because that we can find very easily in the nether. Let's get that going. Yeah, but I think I want to make the last of these as well. Just to make sure. Oh yeah, check this out. So the crafting thing, if we put the stuff that we need in this. So I'll go ahead and I'll take out some glass, which I'm actually out of. And we'll put that in here. We can just easily make... That's not what I was going to make. Can just shift click here and it will pick up the items automatically. So freaking convenient. Let's also grab some iron just to demonstrate this more. I'm out of iron as well. And we've got redstone in our inventory. We can put this in here, put these back. And the last things we already have in here, I believe. Where did I put them? I made... Oh, dang it. Have I lost them? No, they're here. Okay, let's put these in there. And now we should be able to just do this. Aha! Do 5 more. Perfect. We'll plop these in here. This basically expands our storage. If we now look here, we can see that we are using 177 bytes on the first cell. All of the other ones are empty. If I take this out, this is going to be an empty system. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, let me think a little bit. Do I want to empty this now or do I want to keep the chests for now? I am not sure. This thing here is terrible because this is going to fill up because these are unstackable. So if we take one of these, it's going to fill up a spot completely. If we take a look here now, we have 18 of the 63. Put this in here, we now have 19 of 63. So that's going to fill it up super quickly if we start putting non-stackable items in. I may want a bigger system before I completely merge over, but it would be nice to have everything in there as well. Yeah, let me have a think about the next step here. Either we go with a reprocessing unit for this today, or we move this into system. Alright, I've decided to... What we should do for the rest of this episode, or to finish this off today, is to make use of these cyanide ingots. So, let's start with picking you up, alright? Cyanide is basically the waste of using the yellorium things, and we can reuse them if we make them into something called plutonium. We're gonna need a cyanide. Where's my... Oh no, what's happened? NEI synchronization is what we want. Okay, cyanide thingamajingy, cyanide reprocessor. Now check it out how easy it is for me to craft on camera once we've made this. Boop, 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 done. That's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's the cyanide processor. I get a little bit too overexcited, maybe. I'm gonna need some cables for power, and I'm probably gonna need some of these and that, and we're gonna need another Java barrel, which I have. Fantastic. Okay, so let's reconsider this a little bit. Gonna plop a new barrel down there. This is eventually gonna be our plutonium things going in there. Put down a little water source collector thingamajingy over here. Very ugly, very temporarily still. This is what we are fixing now, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry for all the mess, but you know, it's getting there. Then let's plop this down there. This requires water, and I was hoping this will work. Let's do input tank. Okay, blue on top. And then we're going to take, this is the waste, so this is where the plutonium ends up. We're going to wire that all the way up to the barrel, so we have a little bit of a storage situation, maybe? Yeah, we'll put you there, and we'll have an item conduit connecting like so. We'll say extract always active. We'll say this side is red, and then we'll do import and that. That should fill it up with cyanide, perfect. Then we need to bring them from the output, from the export into this barrel. So I'm just going to run like an ugly looking cable like a so. And let's put input here. Should give us some more. Then we need power for this thing. So let's just maybe go here. Just dig our way through here basically. Oop. I feel very technical. I haven't done this on camera for so long. This is half of season 2. We just did technical stuff. We didn't do any building. But it's fun. Okay, so now you have power. Now it's creating the plutonium things. Then what I want to do is bring them back up to that barrel there, which I may not have cables enough for. Can I bring it out from the front? No, I can't. Okay. Let's just do this then. I'm going to set this to green. And we're going to try and bring it up there. Okay. There we go. I had to craft some more of these. But now... So Set this to always active. We should be getting plutonium upstairs. Please. Oh, we need to unlock it. Boop. Yes, there we go. And these we can now reuse into the thing once we run out of Energstics, which is freaking amazing. Can I get out of there? I don't think we get any waste from the plutonium, and I think they are as efficient, but it takes 2 of these plutonium or cyanide. It takes 2 of that and power and water to turn them into plutonium. But I'm pretty sure that we save by doing that. We're kind of recycling and stuff. Now, I gotta do a bunch more things with applied Energistics here. I kind of need to, I think, I was considering this. I don't know if we can start emptying the chests quite yet, or if I need to make more drives. Because the thing is, if we do this and then run out of storage space, we have no chests, because all of these things will take up a lot of things. What we could do is something that someone suggested. Let's go and look into that. Filing cabinets. Yeah, let's have a look at this thing. Advanced filing cabinet. This is an amazing storage unit for non-stackable items. Let's maybe, before we close this episode off, I don't know how long it is, but before we close this episode off, let's try and make an advanced filing cabinet and hook that up to our AE system. Because that's gonna be amazing for our storage situation. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Filing cabinet, advanced. Now the cool thing with these is that we can take non-stackable items. This episode is kind of like a storage how-to thing. We can take non-stackable items that just fit in here. And I don't know how many of them we can fit, but we can fit tons. Now, what we can do is take this filing cabinet and hook it up to our network here. We're going to need something called a storage bus. These things. Now, I wonder if we can make one. Storage bus, yes. We need an interface. Okay, we can do that. I think we even have... Yes. Put you in there. Storage. Ooh. Storage bus. Do we have everything? Yes, we do. That's an interface. And then we're going to need a piston and a sticky piston. Sticky pistons, which I have here. What's happening here? White pixels, go away. I don't want to see you. Okay, we have some redstone. We have some iron in here. So let's just do this. Throw that in there. And now we should be able to make a regular piston. Oh, I love crafting with applied Energistics. Okay, and then it's just that, and that. Boom, storage bus, fantastic. And did we have any more cables? We do. Okay, so now, if we do something like this, maybe we'll just do that, and then we'll pick this up with a pickaxe, and put it down here. Then we'll plop the storage bus on the side of it, like that. Shift click. And that should render these items in here. Yes! What we'll also do is that we'll set the priority here to +10. The filing cabinet can only accept non-stackable items. So if I throw... Let's take the diamond axe out. If I throw a diamond axe in here now, it should be ending up here. Yes! Nice! If I throw another one in, it's ending up here. And that's going to save us a ton of storage space. Wow, time flies when you're doing technical stuff. I just watched the video length, and my goodness, we're at 40 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call the episode here. It's getting way too long. I hope though that you have enjoyed it. We got a lot done. We have an ME system, a basic one. We even went into a little bit of advanced stuff with the filing cabinet. We got plutonium production. And next time we'll come back, we'll empty all the chests. We'll do infrastructure around that. I may go ahead and craft up another ME drive or 2 ME drives or something like that. We'll get this room sorted, I promise, okay? It's still very messy, but this is huge for me to have this and to just be able to plop in items in it. I want to empty these in a semi-automatic way that I think you can be benefited from if you play this pack. I want to show you a way to do this, so that's why I don't want to do it today. Because there's simply not more time, unfortunately. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know what you think about the tunnel, about the grassiness. And if you have any other ideas or suggestions, do let me know. If you enjoyed the video, you hit the like button, okay? Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.